Hey guys, what is up? This is RJ, and this is another StarCraft 2 cast brought to you by myself, RJ22497. Now this is something special, something a little different. I got these games off of Reddit, reddit.com/article/cast it. This is a competition, so you think you can cast Game 1 between Fitskin, our blue Terran, down here in the southwest position of the Shattered Temple, and the Postman up here in the northeast position of the Shattered Temple. Now, these are just games that the guy said is like, hey, you think you can cast? We'll cast these games and we'll see it. So I'm like, alright, fine then. We'll bring it on. I'm going to have this one upload tonight. Today is, I believe, today's Saturday, I think the 4th, and I'll cast the next one tomorrow on Sunday, and the third game on Sunday as well. And I will upload the next two games tomorrow, and this game today, so it's going to be uploaded in parts, not completely. So far, no cheese by the Postman, standard, 12 racks, 10 supply depot, no gas taken so far. Mass Reaper. No one likes Mass Reaper. Mass Reaper is terrible. Oh, okay. Fitskin's going carrier, guys. Don't worry. Carrier is so OP. Fitskin scouting, doing the normal stuff. Good job not scouting this way. I've seen so many people scout this way. I'm like, you can't go cross positions on most maps. You just can't. There we go. We have 2 racks opening going out for Fitskin. And the Postman doing a 15 hatch. I tried going carriers. Kinda tough. Yes, I believe there were people in the... We're watching, spectators. No gas so far for the Postman. Where did he get out those links? He does not even have a lings out. Where's that spawning pool? Has not started a spawning pool. There's a spawning pool. Super late spawning pool. 16 spawning pool. Almost 17. Getting that extractor now. Hatchery halfway done, and Fitskin's 2 racks are almost about to be done. No gas taken so far. I would not be surprised to see an expansion, a 2 racks expansion, and the drone might actually see these 2 racks if the Marine does not take the drone out. The Marine misses the drone. Drone is able to see the 2 racks. He knows something's coming, and Fitskin's like, oh no, what did I do? Fitskin has to micro, and oh, he almost gets the drone, just fails on microing. It's why I'm playing so bad. Yes, mass carriers is not a very good idea. And expansion 4 Postman has just finished, getting 1 more drone, 2 queens, no Zerglings out on the map yet, as I am aware, and Overlord moving out here, going to check to see the timing of that expansion. And Orbital Command finished for Fitskin, no gas yet, getting that supply depot, normal standard stuff. Looks like we're going to have a spine crawler go down for the Postman. 1 gas now being taken by the Postman. I would not be surprised to see some Zerglings come out pretty soon. He needs to take map control. Already 3, 4, 5 Marines out. I wonder how much damage this would do. We do have a spine crawler and a queen, so I don't think this 5 Marine pressure is going to do that much. An SCV coming, another Marine, and another Marine. So it looks like we're going to have some pressure. A Zergling out here doing some normal scouting. Looks like we're going to see some bunker pressure. He's going to put the bunker right there on creep. That won't do. And that spine crawler just finished. Going to snipe off that Overlord. Good choice. But that spine crawler may deny it. What are you doing? Go after the Overlord. That's going to supply block him. Oh my god. This is terrible. Loses 3 Marines. Does absolutely no damage whatsoever. Only damages an Overlord. Nothing much. Has lost so many resources. That spine crawler is doing massive amounts of damage. 5 kill spine crawler. Queen now going out. 6 kill spine crawler. Drones moving out for no apparent reason. He doesn't need to move those drones. Goes and takes out a Zergling by the looks of it. Back here, we do have the expansion. So this is pressure to get his expansion up. Still, not the best pressure. He's floating many minerals. He needs to put down another racks. There we go. We have 2 gas actually being taken by Fitskin. Needs to get down the factory. Start that transition into tanks, because without tanks, you are completely hopeless. 3 supply depots going out, making that wall off. A Baneling Nest would be very good right now. And there we go, the Baneling Nest. I must have missed it. We have the Evolution Chamber and the Roach Warren, getting that inject on the hatchery. Spawning pool has not researched metabolic boost yet. Very weird. Spinecrawler, 6 kills. Hero Spinecrawler is regenerating health slowly and slowly. Has a couple of Zerglings. I would like to see him get the Zerglings and take map control, because map control is a Zerg's best friend. There we go, we have 1 Zergling. Will the Zergling be able to kill the Marine? No, the Marine lives with 4 HP. That's why you always have to send 2 Zerglings, guys. 2 Zerglings at least. There we have 2 racks, not producing anything. Still producing Marines. He's not going to transition into Reactor or to Tech Lab. That's so strange. And there we go, we have the Overlord for the Postman. Is he able to see anything? He is not able to see anything. He can assume by this point that the Terran would have an expansion. I would like to see Postman try to go and take a third. Getting a ton of drones, still needs to get more. What is the drone to SCV count? 45 drones, still not enough drones in my opinion. I think 50 drones on 2 bases is a decent number. A little bit oversaturated on this end. Nothing too major, needs a little bit more dronage on this side, and then you can start producing those units, because there we have 6 more drones, tons more drones going out, 48 drones, perfect number. Getting the melee attacks for melee attacks level 1, my bad, still does not have metabolic boost for anything. Getting that 2nd gas, getting 3rd and 4th gas. I believe he is now starting to transition into the mutas. He's now getting that layer. Layer is about to be done. A small group of Marine defending here with the supply depot lowered. 1 Marine going out, moving. Where is he gonna go? And back here in the base of Fitskin, we have a factory, 2 factories, 3 racks, a starport. That starport is going to get a reactor, so we're not going to see any Banshees or any crazy tech play. It'd be way too late for Banshees to actually even be effective, unless he was going for delayed Banshee pressure, which still is going to be late. Postman is supply blocked, nothing too big of a hassle. Zerg can just stockpile that larva. Needs to start injecting, though. He is floating minerals, a little bit too many minerals. Not very good. The Marine going out here, chilling, checking out to see when the 3rd is going to go up. And, oh, my bad. It looks like Fitskin's, or the Postman's Overlord, yep, Postman now knows that there is an expansion. He can't see this, but he can assume, because we do have SCVs mining here, and it looks like he spotted the Overlord. He's going to take it out. He will not get supply blocked. Will he even be able to reach the Overlord? The Overlord escapes with 22 HP. That is the luckiest Overlord ever. Back here in the base of the Postman, we do have some Overlords in the middle here, going to be taken out if a push comes. We have the Queen now spreading creep. Back up here we have the layer, we have a macro hatch coming out. No spire, no signs of a spire anywhere. What is this? There's a spore crawler, so he is going to be worried of drops, but if I was worried of drops, I'd put a spore crawler here and here, not over here. I'm not sure exactly why you decided to do that here. There we go, 2 Zerglings going to move out, take out that Marine. Drone does not have health. It looks like he came back here and did not and was not successful in putting down the hatchery. The Marine dropped him off. Almost finished the drone off. There we go, we have another command center going down for Fitskin. Looks like he can use that to manor mine the natural. Double pumping out the starports, has 3 siege tanks. Those are going to be huge in case a push comes. Has double factories. His macro is looking really good. Zerg just now got the 3rd. This 3rd is super late. It's already 12 minutes, and you don't have 3 bases against a Terran who you've had 2 bases. That is terrible. Get a 4th. Try to keep up, because right now, let's check the income tab for these guys. The Terran is ahead by so much, 2,000 minerals to 1,300 minerals. Let's see the worker count here. 53 SCVs to 42 drones. He spent way too many drones getting those spine crawlers and the spore crawlers. Going to get 2 more drones. Where are these drones going? Let's follow these drones, shall we? And look what we have here. A big push in the middle of the base. Does have some tanks, does have Marines. I think this will be enough to do damage, but I believe the Postman does have enough roaches to deal with this. Is still pumping out more roaches, getting 10 banelings, getting 2 drones going out for those extractors, and if he drones and he'll be caught off guard, he still does have a lot of minerals. Going to get that drone transfer, 4 drones. And here, he will see this at the last possible minute. Those banelings were going to do so much damage. Banelings roll in. They sweep up everything. Those tanks are not able to do any damage whatsoever, and picks up the medevac Look, we have a medevac drop going in the main at the exact same time, and we have a counterattack by the postman. He does have a siege tank here. That attack will not do anything. That siege tank will obliterate everything, and now we have 2 medevacs in the base of the postman, and the postman is building 14 drones. He's not building units to defend this. Does he even know about this? The postman does not even know about this drop in the main. And there we go, we have the siege tank doing massive amounts of damage. Those banelings are able to do a lot, but that siege tank is going to do so much damage. Another siege tank over here doing so much damage. Those marines are going to get wiped out, but a small squad of marines doing as much damage as they can, and the roach is going to deny any mining whatsoever on the natural of Fitskin. And back here in the base of the postman, the army of Fitskin, small drop, is going to snipe off the queen, snipes off the roach warren, is going to snipe off that macro hatch, going to snipe off the evolution chamber, trying to do as much damage as they can, going to snipe off that spine crawler. And back here in the base of the postman, we have all the roaches being cleaned up. A siege tank back here doing the majority of the damage. Another siege tank up here doing so much damage. And almost all the SCVs are alive. Just 2 roaches doing what they can. And still the drop of Fitskin is doing so much damage here. So much damage, he's going to pick up and leave. 1 medevac full of units, and he's going to try back here and drop again, but that spore crawler is going to deny anything. Now's a good time for the spore crawler placement right there. Wow, that was insane. That spore crawler is going to do massive amounts of damage to that medevac. If he doesn't move that medevac, he could lose that entire medevac, loses all those marines. Only 2 marines are alive. Those drones are going to be able to wipe him out, and kills 3 drones anyway. Bad micro. 6 kills and 3 kills. Those are some hero marines. I would give them a Medal of Honor if they were not dead. And the postman is going to try to do another counterattack, but that siege tank is going to deny any possible attack by the postman. And that siege tank is just doing massive amounts of damage. 12 kills, 14 kills. Marines here doing so much damage. 14 kill siege tank. That siege tank is a hero. 2 kill, 1 kill. Siege tank back here, 4 kills. This is bad. This is terrible for the postman. Queen over here, full of energy, not injecting. There we go. There's the inject. Looks like we have upgrades going on, double upgrades, triple upgrades with weapons 1. Looks like we have weapons 2 and armor 1 going down for the Terran, getting the 3rd up, putting the orbital command right there. Has tons and tons of barracks. Has 8 barracks right now. Has 5 siege tanks, not doing much. Has a huge group of marines. It needs to move those medevacs there. Restore those marines. Marines are going to clean up those roaches. No problemo. 2 zerglings here just chilling out, doing absolutely nothing. The 3rd of the postman not saturated at all. Needs way more drones. Now rebuilding the baneling nest. Getting a spire up. Where is that spire? The spire is back here. He needs to saturate this. Let's look at the income tab for it. 1,200, 1,600 to 1,000 for the postman. If a Terran, guys, if a Terran is out macroing you, it doesn't matter how good your micro is, you're not going to win. Those Marines are such a good unit because they're the first unit you can get, but the thing that sucks about them is that they're the last unit that is viable. No matter what, Marines are going to counter everything. Is going to be the unit that you need for everything, which is the thing that makes them so terrible. Because super late game, when the enemy has Brood Lords, when the enemy has Infestors, your Terran still has to stick with Marines. But if the Terran has a much bigger economy than you, let's look at those. The Mules, 2,000 minerals per minute now for Fitskin. His macro is stupendous. Not floating anything. 14 mutas coming out for the postman. That's going to be 2 little mutas too late. It's already 20 minutes in the game. You only have 14 mutas. Pathetic. 4th base, now going down for the postman. 2 barracks over here, going to block off any banelings to try to protect this base. We still have this small gap here. Nothing much you can do. Maybe you can take an overlord and pick up some banelings, put them down here to bypass this. But then again, you're going to have to control the Zelnaga watchtower, which I don't think the Terran at this point will let you have because of this 3rd. Muta army now moving out. How many mutas is that? That looks like it is only 12 mutas, 2 mutas sticking back here. Army of Fitskin now getting centered out in the middle, spreading his army out to prevent any banelings. And there we go. The mutas are going to do so much damage here for the postman. Whoa, I am hiccuping. Sorry, guys. If he doesn't move, that entire mineral line is going to get destroyed. Now moving out some marines. These marines are going to be more than enough to handle all those mutas. How many mutas is he going to lose? He loses. Is he going to lose that muta? No, he does not lose that muta. Did he lose any mutas? He did not lose a single muta. He brought back 2 more mutalists to help out. Did not lose a single one. Really, really, really good control. Is not going to put down tons and tons of missile turrets. He does have the ability because of this 3rd base. Now Fitskin's macro is slipping so much, he just cannot handle. He's producing 8 Marines at a time. He's getting vehicle weapons too, getting 3 SCVs at a time, getting another factory, has a bunch of SCVs here, not doing anything, not mining, idle. And we have the mutas moving out here, going to take out a few Marines by surprise, but it'll be... But just the army is just way, way, way too close for Fitskin. He's going to lose a ton of mutas, loses 2 mutas. Is he going to lose a 3rd mutalisk? No, he does not lose a 3rd mutalisk. Tank out here is a sitting duck doing absolutely nothing, and this force of Fitskin is just terrible. That is huge. He is going to be able to destroy everything, getting some scans, going to deny some creep, going to check the 3rd. 3rd has absolutely nothing, sieging up here. Looks like he's going to elevator his way back into here, and now the mutas of the postman are able to have free reign, going into the 3rd, going to take out all those SCVs. Those SCVs have to move or else they are all going to get destroyed. SCVs are now moving. A small Marine force over here, going to stem in, going to take out those mutas. That is not enough mutas. And back here in the base of the postman, you have a small Marine force going in here, going to take out as many overlords as he can, supply blocking the Zerg as much as he can. He has a ton of Marines here, but that is way, way, way too many roaches to handle. He needs to back up, get in the line of the siege tanks. He's going to lose all these Marines if he's not careful. Nope, he's not going to be careful. He's going to lose all those Marines. Those Zergers are going to clean up, but he still has a huge force right here, and that force is going to be enough to just go through the front door. Going to tear down all those roaches, just way, way, way too much DPS on those Marines. And back here in the base, we have missile turrets galore, more Marines for reinforcements, and now he is going to take out all those overlords. That is supply blockage. And the mutas are going to have free reign on the tanks back here. Those tanks, 19 kill tank is about to go down. That is a hero tank, 5 kill tank. Those tanks have been through a lot, and they just got destroyed. Zergling's gonna try to do what they can, just way too much DPS. Gonna micro back. All the medevacs have been absolutely destroyed. Broodling's not gonna be able to do much. Look at the supply difference, 150 to 40 supply for the Zerg. This is GG. There is just no way. There is just absolutely no way. He still does have this base, but that base is not enough. And there we go. We have the reinforcements for the Terran going in, and Fitskin is just going to be able to have free reign. I'm going to take out those larvae. Interesting choice. But we have 3-2 coming up, and Postman GG's. Dang. The thing that I thought lost Postman the game was that he let the Terran have 2 bases for way too long. He was on the same amount of bases as the Terran. And as Zerg, one of the biggest things you want is to have more bases than your opponent. You want to have map control. You want to be able to control what he does. You don't want to be the reactionary race. You want them to react to what you're doing. So if you know that your opponent is getting a second, a natural, then go get a 3rd. Get the 3rd, saturate the 3rd is more important, because how many drones? He doesn't even have a full page of drones. That is 16, 20 drones. About 26 is how many you want to saturate your base. He let the Terran have too many bases for too long. He didn't harass soon enough. I mean, I felt that he started to get the mutas when he knew he was behind and he needed to catch up. If you were behind, get more bases. You're able to have this one, because if you have a 3rd and you're still behind, go get the 4th. You're floating a ton of minerals. Yes, you might not need the 4th base, or you might not think you need, because your larva injects are off. This is, well, I shouldn't be too critical. This isn't that high level. He has 2 spawning pools for some weird reason, probably as a backup, just in case one got destroyed. But the only way a Zerg is going to get better is, 1, expanding, getting more bases than your opponent. 2 is the larva injects. Once you've mastered those things, you can get masters or even grandmasters. Probably not grand. You'll get better, is the point I'm trying to make. you won't be able to get pro level until you practice and practice and practice and practice as much as the Koreans like Linek and Nesti, and even Idra. Idra practices a lot. But that's the thing that I felt that lost Postman in this game. He didn't expand when Fitskin did, when the Terran did. And Fitskin did a pretty good job. I think the only real mistake he did was let all those SCV die. And another mistake I think he did was here, when he was engaging all those roaches here with the Marines, he needed to pull back. I'm not sure if he was focusing at that point. He needed to pull back, get in the range of the tanks, let the tanks do the majority of the damage, and then finish them off. Yes, he did have a huge advantage in army, but in an equal, if they were totally equal, and I think that moving your Marines back to get them in line of the siege tanks would have helped them tremendously. Anyway, guys, that is my rant. That is my cast. That is game 1 of Fitskin versus the Postman. So you think you can cast game from Reddit. I'll see you guys next time.